In the words of the great ragtime composer and pianist U.B. Blake, if I'd known I was going to live this long, I'd have taken better care of myself. And this is something we also often say. Many problems associated with old age can be severely reduced if we start to take care of ourselves now. Franz is here to talk about this age-old issue. Franz, very nice to have you in studio.
Thank you.
What an interesting topic to talk about,
Very
because we all age. And I must say, since I've left the 20s and now in my 30s, I can already notice I have to work a little bit harder than I used to just to stay healthy.
So sorry for you. Only 30. Won't go,
go
Franz,
there. So you don't look a day over 30. That's great.
Thank you.
So let's talk about what are some of those common conditions or common problems that we start to face when we get older?
I think the most common would be arthritis. In women, we find a lot of times they suffer with osteoporosis. Then you also have obesity. With that, you also find cardiovascular disease increases as we get older. And yeah, vision can also be impaired as you get older.
So those are the main ones. Let's focus in on osteoporosis and arthritis. How are they caused in the first place, and how can you, from a young age, make sure you try and prevent it?
Osteoporosis equals calcium.
Okay.
Not only is calcium good for the teeth, but as you know, it's always teeth and bones. And yes, your bones need calcium. And especially women, when you get into perimenopause and menopause stages, your estrogen levels drop, and then the calcium in the bones starts depleting. So it's important to take enough calcium from a young age, right through till 99, as you said earlier. And then with arthritis, often it's old sports injuries, injuries that people have had when they were younger. And then as you get older, you start getting osteoarthritis in the joints, where those old injuries have damaged the joints.
There are supplements available over the counter at Pick n Pay Pharmacy to help with that specifically.
Yeah, I would suggest that anybody that would like to take something to prevent or help with arthritis or osteoarthritis, speak to one of our pharmacists. There are supplements available that can assist, yes.
Now, you mentioned also a big factor earlier, obesity. What is that link between obesity and age?
As I said, as we get older, we tend to be less active.
And that could be because of lifestyle, because of work, lack of energy. Not
eating correctly, you know. So, and also it's just one of those things, when you hit your 50s, etc., when women go into menopause, any excess weight that you carry will go around the stomach and the hips, and you'll see that with men as well.
Yes.
You'll normally see this little boopy developing as you get older.
A big boopy after a while. You know?
And the fat tends to go, you know, it goes on that specific area. And they found that that is related to cardiovascular disease, in the sense that if you do carry too much fat around your waist, and you have slight blood pressure problems, you might be borderline diabetic. And if you link all of those together, you're actually setting yourself up for cardiovascular disease, heart attack, stroke.
Great, so very important to start taking care of that from a young age as well. Cardiovascular disease, we know that Tata Madiba was in hospital for the longest time suffering from it, but why do older people generally suffer from it more often?
If you maintain a healthy lifestyle and you once a year check, is my blood pressure okay? Is my sugar levels okay? Is my cholesterol okay? The minute there's something is not right, you can rectify it with medication that your doctor will prescribe. But I think a lot of people, and I think most of us, we enjoy life. We don't think of the day when we're going to be old. We eat whatever we want to. We don't exercise regularly. And then when you get older, that's when you see the problems occurring.
Franz, thank you. That's some great advice. And I mean, it's also nice to know that people can go to their nearest Pick n Pay pharmacy and speak to one of the pharmacists.
Ask for advice.
Brilliant. Franz, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And it just goes to show how important it is to take care of yourself from a young age. Eat correctly and exercise regularly.
By supporting the Flower Valley Conservation Trust, that's where we found goodness. Pick n Pay, always there for you.